Welcome back. Top of the second about to get underway as David Newcomer digs into the box for the Thomasville High Toms. So that one misses wide of the plate. 1-0. Newcomer was batting in the top half of the first, but gets a new at-bat after his teammate was thrown out trying to steal second base. As he swings at that one high, fly to left, Hunter Lipscomb able to track it into the glove for the first out. One away.
Good way to start for Kane Keith. As mentioned, struggled in that top of the first, allowed 5 hits and 4 runs. He's definitely going to try to change that constant. We mentioned we saw a guy warm up in the bullpen previously in the top of the first. But if Kane Keith can settle down here, we've seen Generals pitchers come in and struggle in that first inning, but then come back and fare well in later innings.
Swung on and fouled away by Callahan Moulton, the leadoff man, 0-1.
So we'll see if that continues here. That's what the Generals, of course, are going to want to try to see, as they've struggled early on in games throughout the season.
As the 0-1 pitch runs in and hits Moulton in the back, he will trot down to first.
And second hit by pitch of the game from Kane Keith. The first one went to right. White crossed off of his forearm. That one hits Moulton right square in the back.
So 1 out. The runner on first for David Schaefer, the designated hitter. Schaefer got HP Thomasville's first hit of the ball game in the top half of the first. That one comes across the plate, 0-1. First pitch, breaking ball from Kane Keith. As Schaefer will settle back in. Keith comes set, checks the runner at first. And comes home. Swung on, ground ball to short. Cox to Corley, on to first. In time to end the inning. 6-4-3 twin killing. And the Generals will come to bat in the bottom half of the second as they trail 4-0. You're listening to the Petersburg Generals CPO WebPass broadcast.
Zephyr has always sought to be a company with a difference. First, we are passionate about hats. Our quality and style are second to none. Look around. Our hats stand heads above the rest. Second, we understand what retailers want and need. We go to every length to deliver that. Finally, we understand that our products are only as good as our people. Maintaining an energetic, positive workforce leads to a higher quality hat for our retailers and consumers. We have made it our mission at Zephyr to maintain these high standards. Zephyr is the official on-field hat of the Coastal Plain League. For more information on Zephyr hats, please visit www.zhats.com. Each of the Coastal Plain League's 16 teams are competing for a berth in the 2016 Pettit Cup playoffs this August. Only 8 teams will qualify, 4 from the East and 4 from the West. Will your team be one of them? Be sure to follow your favorite team to see if they make the postseason. For more information on the 2016 CPL Pettit Cup playoffs, visit www.coastalplain.com.
Bottom of the second about to get started. I'm Cothran Togna along with Nolan Knight. We thank you for tuning in for this afternoon edition of Petersburg Generals Baseball as they trail the HP Thomasville High Toms 4-0. As Diamond Hall will settle into the box to get things started. Hall DHing today. He's moved down in the lineup. We've seen him in the leadoff spot most recently, but hitting in the 5-hole today. He swings and misses the fastball, 0-1. Daniel McCrary out of the wind. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled up and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, most recently, Diamond Hall has struggled a bit against Moorhead City. He did lead off things in that leadoff spot at center field, but Went 0 for 4. Interesting to see if he try to get things going here. It's kind of been the story this season with Diamond Hall. He's been able to get hits throughout this season. We've seen him throw down plenty of bunts that have been successful as well.
Here's the 1-2 home. Hall watches the fastball miss just a bit outside. That evens things up at 2-2. As mentioned, Hall has scuffled a little bit at the plate this year. Comes in batting 163, and this is 25th appearance for the Generals. As he swings and fouls that one up and over the press box, count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. As McCrary will step back onto the rubber. Hall ready in the box. Here's the 2-2 once again. Fastball runs inside. Couldn't quite nip the inside black. So that runs the count full, 3-2. Hall looking to get on base for the Generals as they trail by 4 runs. And he'll do just that as he watches the fastball run high and outside, and he will trot down to first. Leadoff walk for Diamond Hall. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Calvin Scott. Runner on first and no outs after the leadoff walk. As Scott digs in. Hall taking his lead off first. McCrary checks the runner, comes home, swung on, ground ball to third. Throw onto the bag at second, on to first. And Calvin Scott beat it out at the bag, so that'll be scored a 5-4 fielder's choice.
Yeah, Calvin Scott unable to quite get it done there. Looks like he kind of injured his left shoulder as well. He's holding it, trying to adjust it as he walks back to the first base bag. But that hot shot ground ball on the left side was a bit high for the third baseman, Newcomer. And that was just enough of a delay for Calvin Scott to beat out the double play at first.
So Scott at first, 1 out. Snap throw down to the bag, and he's back safely as Trey Roberts is in the box and took that first pitch for a strike. He's down in the count, 0-1. Roberts getting the nod in center field today as he swings through that one, 0-2. Good pitch from McCrary. Looked like it had Roberts fooled. Big hole for him on the right side with the first baseman holding the speedy Scott on at first. If Roberts can go the other way with it. Scott's off. They got him picked off between first and second. And he's out at second base. Scott was going on McCrary's first move. McCrary threw behind him over at first. Throw down to second. Scott was way out at the bag. So 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, Calvin Scott stranded there. Good pickoff from McCrary. Scott took off, and as you mentioned, not even close to being in safely. He was stuck in the middle of no man's land.
As Roberts watches that one go by for a ball, 1-2. One-two pitch, bounces low and in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Trey Roberts. Roberts, the Armstrong State product, along with teammate Chandler Corley. As that one misses low as well. And the count's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Roberts battling back from 0-2. Here's the full count offering. Upstairs and outside, 2 out walk for Trey Roberts. And here comes the catcher, Cody Doyle. Runner on first and 2 outs. Doyle getting the start behind the plate on this hot and humid Petersburg afternoon. Gotta think he's not used to seeing these temperatures up in Connecticut, where he plays for Sacred Heart. As he swings at that one high, pop up drifting into foul ground, and no one will get to it. 0-1.
Yeah, I can't imagine he would up in Connecticut. As you mentioned, these temperatures here today, if you didn't hear, feels like 123 degrees here on the diamond. Both teams wearing dark uniforms as well. It's got to be a tough day to play some baseball, especially for trailing as the Generals are here early 4-0. But Cody Doyle, opportunity here to try to chip away at this lead. He's a good batter, batting .271 with runner at first.
High chopper over towards the hole. Throw on to first in time, and that'll get a charging Cody Doyle. So the Generals leave one stranded on first. Through 2 complete here from the Petersburg Sports Complex. HP Thomasville High Toms 4, Petersburg Generals 0. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Top of the 4th about to get underway as Miles Kutcher will dig in for the High Toms. Kane Keith from the wind. Here's the first pitch of the inning. That one runs inside. Kutcher able to get out of the way. 1-0. Kutcher, 1 for 1. Had a 2 RBI single in his first at-bat, and then was subsequently gunned down trying to steal. As that one found the outside corner, 1 ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's going to get down for a base hit into the left center field gap and roll to the wall. Kutcher rounds first, and he will stop at second. Lead off, stand-up double for Miles Kutcher. Good swing on it, drove it clean into the gap in left center field.
Kutcher having a great day, as you mentioned. 2 RBIs, now his second hit of the ball game. Great way to start off the top of the 4th with a stand-up double.
So the High Toms looking to tack onto their 6-0 lead as the 9-hole hitter David Newcomer settles into the box. Keith checks a runner at second, comes home. That one misses outside, couple inches off the black, 1-0. Newcomer on the day, 0 for 1, flew out to left. His first trip to the plate. Swung on, grounder to third. Throw across the diamond, and that gets the out at first. Good play from Brian Goodwin to look the runner back at second, and throw on to first for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, great play there from Brian Goodwin, the third baseman. As you mentioned, stared down the runner at second, made sure he stayed, and the long throw to first in time. Impressive play from Goodwin.
So that'll bring up the leadoff man, Callahan Moulton, the center fielder. Moulton popping to short and being hit by a pitch so far this afternoon. As he watches the first pitch miss low and away, 1-0. Runner on second and 1 out. Chance for Moulton to drive in a run. As he swings and misses at that one, 1 ball and a strike. As mentioned earlier, Moulton, playing this past season at Scottsdale Community College, will continue his collegiate baseball career at Utah Valley University, a member of the Western Athletic Conference, or the WAC. Swung on, grounded, foul over towards the Generals dugout, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It looked like Kutcher faked a steal towards third, but stayed put near the second base bag. So 1-2, 1 out. And the runner on second Keith checks the runner and comes home. Swung on, little pop fly that'll stay in the infield, and Ryan Cox able to charge on and make the catch, 2 away.
A little blooper right to Ryan Cox, quick off his feet to get underneath of it. Gets the second out.
So 2 outs and the runner at second now for David Schaefer. Schaefer 1 for 2, grounded into the 6-4-3 double play in his last at-bat. As Keith will come set and come home. Swung on, high fly towards the left, but it looks like that one will get foul. 0-1.
That's added some power with it, however. Gets over the fence of the visiting team's bullpen. And that's 30 feet or so to the right, just a little bit later on the swing. That could be out of here.
A loud strike number 1. Schaefer comes from a baseball family. Father was a major league draft pick as that one finds the zone. 0-2. Schaefer himself drafted in 2013 in the 38th round. His father, Danny, actually played in the major leagues for 7 seasons and is now a minor league manager for the Princeton Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays minor league system. Swung on, that's going to be a blooper, and that's going to get down into shallow center. That'll be an RBI single for David Schaefer, and the High Toms tack on another one as they lead 7-0.
Yeah, the High Toms off to an impressive start. 9 hits now on the day here in the top of the 4th. And a speedy catcher scoring from second base without any problems. Good read on the pitch, able to make it home before the ball is even fielded by the center fielder, Trey Roberts.
So runner on first and 2 outs. The High Toms bats continue to hit well. That one comes in high to Hunter Slater, 1-0. Slater 2 for 2 on the afternoon with 2 singles. As Keith will come set and look at the runner at first, throw over, runner back safely. As mentioned, Slater out of southern Mississippi, where former Major League Submarine relief pitcher Chad Bradford played his college ball, as well as 2015 Minnesota Twins All-Star Brian Dozier. As he swings and fouls that one back to the screen. 1-1. Of course, you think about notable athletes to come out of southern Mississippi. Be remiss not to mention that a college quarterback by the name of Brett Favre once wore a Golden Eagles uniform. As the runner's off from first, throw down, and that'll be a stolen base. Credit that to David Schaefer. He got a good lead and took off.
Doyle's been able to pop out of that stance, get the ball in a second quickly throughout the season. Jared did it earlier in this game. That one just not quite in time, as there wasn't even a tag applied. Speedster over at first base and Schaefer.
So the runner at second, the count now at 1-2 to Hunter Slater. Gentrum to bring in a run as he swings ground ball to first. Adam Bauer will scoop it up and take it to the bag himself to end the inning. But not before the HP Thomasville High Toms add on another. They lead 7-0 going into the bottom half of the 4th inning.
For the 7th straight season, the Coastal Plain League has partnered with Baseball America to bring you the Coastal Plain League Corner. During each issue of Baseball America this summer, fans can now keep up to date on some of the key headlines this CPL season has to offer through the CPL Corner. Don't have Baseball America? Then you're missing out. For a special CPL discount, please visit the league website at www.coastalplain.com and click on one of the Baseball America banners to sign up. For the most information on baseball, be sure to go to Baseball America on the web at baseballamerica.com. Interested in showing your CPL pride? Then visit shop.coastalplain.com to see the latest in Coastal Plain League merchandise. From hats and t-shirts to branded bats and official baseballs, this site has it all. Don't wait any longer to get your official CPL merchandise. Visit the CPL shop today. The Coastal Plain League.
In 1997, a dream was hatched and a league was born. Starting with just 6 teams in North Carolina, the Coastal Plain League began to take shape. Quickly, it established a great reputation as one of the best summer collegiate baseball leagues in the country. Now, celebrating its 20th anniversary season, the Coastal Plain League features 16 teams across Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Each year, more and more of the nation's best talented college players are choosing the Coastal Plain League to help them achieve their dreams of becoming a professional baseball player. The Coastal Plain League has over 1,300 drafted alumni, including 86 that have gone on to make their major league debuts. Names such as Justin Verlander, Ryan Zimmerman, Kevin Youkilis, Billy Burns, and Tyler White, as well as another notable alum, Russell Wilson, who won Super Bowl 48. Great talent, aesthetic ballparks, family fun, and entertainment makes the CPL the place to be during the summer. For more information on the Coastal Plain League and its teams, please visit us on the web at coastalplain.com, and be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth about to get started here in just a couple of moments as the HP Thomasville High Toms have a commanding 7-0 lead here on the Petersburg Generals. Generals with 1 hit on the day compared to the High Toms 9. And it looks like we're waiting on the umpire as the home plate umpire has not yet made his way back onto the field. So it will be just a couple of moments as we continue waiting on him. If you're just now joining us, the High Toms got off to a hot start, put up 4 runs in the top half of the first, 2 runs in the top half of the third before tacking another one on in the top half of the fourth. Generals struggling offensively today, as mentioned, with only 1 hit so far on the afternoon. As the High Toms infield is gathered up near the pitcher's mound, talking things over. Chandler Corley, the leadoff man for the Generals, talking things over with head coach Dylan Walczek halfway between home plate and third base.
Yeah, here comes the home plate umpire. Jogs back onto the field. Odd situation. I don't think we've seen that here in Petersburg. You know, these players are trying to probably get out of here as fast as possible, get off this field and into some AC. In this hot Virginia sun, anytime you're just standing around doing nothing, it's got to be frustrating for the players.
So it looks like he's made his way back behind home plate. McCrary back on the rubber, Corley in the box. Here's the first pitch of the inning. Swung on, ground ball over to third. Throw on to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for McCrary.
A good play there from Newcomer. He's had a couple plays over at that third place position. That time he's able to scoop it up, throw in time to first. Get the first out.
So 1 away. Base is empty for the Murray State racer Adam Bauer. As he settles in. First pitch he sees, runs a little bit inside, couple inches off the inside black, 1 ball and no strikes. Bauer went down looking in his first at-bat. He watched that one run inside as well, 2-0. And the throw back to the pitcher McCrary, he got by him and went out into shallow center field, something you don't see every day. Lucky no base runners were on, as that could have been disastrous. Nonetheless, he gets the ball back. Here's the 2-0 offering. Ball 3 as that one misses low and away. See if Adam Bauer has the take sign here. He does, and he watches that one catch the black. 3-1. Still a good hitter's count for Bauer. Generals leader in home runs and RBIs. So he watches that one skip in the dirt. Ball 4. And he trots down to first base. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Diamond Hall. Hall, no official at-bat today. Did work a walk in his first plate appearance. So he will step into the box. McCrary pitching out of the stretch for one of the first times today. Haven't seen him do it too much. As mentioned, he's only allowed 1 hit, as Hall swings and misses with that one. No balls and a strike. Hall sporting the white batting gloves this afternoon, in contrast to the black bat. So he watches that one miss inside. 1-1. Generals looking to get something started as they trail 7-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Offense has been hard to find, as Hall swings and hits that one off the end of the bat towards assistant coach Harry Ferguson in the first base coaching box. 1-2.
Give McCrary some credit here. Allowed just 1 hit so far here this afternoon. He came off of that Chandler Corley triple, but besides for that, he has pitched phenomenally.
See, comes set, checks Bauer at first, will throw over Bauer back safely. McCrary, as mentioned, looking strong, has seemed to baffle these Generals hitters as they've only managed that 1 hit, as mentioned. That one runs high, 2-2. Hasn't seemed to have too much of the strikeout pitch working, however. Does have 2 strikeouts on the game, but credit to this High Toms defense as they've made good plays behind him. Timeout granted on the field. McCrary steps back onto the rubber. Hall back in the box. Here's the 2-2. Swung on high, chopper, but foul. Over toward the High Toms dugout. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's a big at bat here for Diamond Hall. As we mentioned, he struggled so far this season at the plate, but he has been able to get on base when it counts. These are stats that don't come up. If he is able to get on base here, 2 runners on, that'll bring up Calvin Scott and Trey Roberts, some guys who have some potential to try to chip away at this 7-0 lead.
As Hall watches that one miss well high. Full count now, 3-2 with 1 out, and Adam Bauer takes his lead off first. McCrary comes set. Throw over to first once again. Bauer back safely. Hall, a guy with a lot of speed. Hard to double up if he hits one to an infielder. Here's the pitch. That ran inside and got a piece of Hall. Looked like it got him on the lower leg, and he's going to kneel down a couple steps out of the batter's box. Looks to be in some discomfort. Not what McCrary wanted to do there with the count at 3-2. Threw one that bounced in the dirt. It looked like it bounced up and caught Hall somewhere in the lower leg. Looks like he's holding his kneecap area. Looked like it just missed that shin guard that he wears on his lower leg.
He's got a slow limp over to first as well. He's definitely in some pain. The trainer will come out and talk with him. But nonetheless, that's the first time that we've seen a pitch get away from McCrary. As mentioned, that's his first hit by pitch of the evening. He has allowed 3 walks so far this afternoon. But that will bring up Calvin Scott with 2 runners on base as well. Scott leads the team in doubles, with 9. If he could snag one here, that probably kickstart this Generals offense if they've struggled to get runs across.
Looks as though Diamond Hall will be okay and remain in the ballgame as he takes his lead off first. Bauer takes his lead off second with 1 out. As mentioned, chance for Calvin Scott as he watches that one miss for a ball, 1-0. Scott 0 for 1 on the afternoon, grounded into a fielder's choice and was caught stealing afterwards. His last trip to the plate. As he swings at that one but comes up with air, 1-1. As mentioned, Scott out of the University of Delaware. McCrary back on the rubber. First jam we've seen him in all day. He goes to the fastball that runs a bit high and outside, 2-1. Good eye from Calvin Scott. Enticing high fastball, but he was able to lay off. McCrary comes set, checks Bauer at second, and comes home. And that'll run the count to 3-1 as that one missed inside. Trey Roberts waiting on deck. Generals looking for their second hit of the day. Here's the full count offering. High and wide for ball 4. So that'll load the bases.
Yeah, 3 straight walks from McCrary. That will bring out a High Toms head coach to speak with him. I haven't seen anyone warm up in the High Toms bullpen at all this afternoon. But 3 straight walks from McCrary, not the way that he has pitched throughout, but here so far he has struggled.
Yeah, we haven't seen him fall behind too many Generals hitters, but this half inning can't seem to find the strike zone. So hopefully that'll get the Generals going. It's a good opportunity here coming up when play resumes to get back into the ball game. They trail 7-0, but with 3 runners on, if Trey Roberts can find a gap, could put the Generals back within striking distance.
And Trey Roberts so far this season, of course, very limited playing time in a Generals uniform, however, has yet to find a base hit. And if any time would be a good time for that, it would definitely be now, especially when you're trailing 7-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded. This is a big opportunity for Trey Roberts to really solidify a spot in the starting lineup here with Petersburg.
As he digs into the box. As you mentioned, an ideal time for him to get a base hit, a couple RBI, as he watches that one miss high, 1-0. Roberts on the afternoon has reached base, stayed patient, and drew 4 balls in his first plate appearance. Timeout on the field as Wyatt Cross goes out to talk to McCrary. It's a lefty on righty matchup with McCrary, the southpaw, on the mound, and Roberts, the right-handed hitter, in the box. Mound conference over. Cross back behind the plate. As McCrary steps back onto the rubber. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball pumped by Roberts. 1-1.
Yeah, Roberts a little bit late on that swing. It's a hefty swing though. Good cut at it, but just a bit late.
See if McCrary goes back to the heater here. That one missed. Ran inside. 2-1. Good eye from Roberts to lay off. Bases loaded, 1 out. Generals still looking for their first run. That one misses high. 3-1. Good hitters count for Trey Roberts. McCrary really struggling to find that strike zone. He's fallen behind another Generals hitter. As that one runs low for ball 4, and Trey Roberts doesn't have to take the bat off the shoulder. He will get a walk and an RBI as Adam Bauer trots home from third to score. Generals trail 7-1.
Probably not the way the Generals tacked it up, but they'll take it. Put 1 run on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. Maybe a little confidence booster, start to chip away at that early 7-0 lead. But another opportunity for Cody Doyle here to try to get some more runs across for the Generals.
First pitch to Doyle runs high above the letters. 1-0. Doyle, as mentioned, not used to seeing these hot temperatures, where he plays his college ball at Sacred Heart in Connecticut. Got to be tough for him behind the plate this afternoon in all that gear. So he watches that one skip low and in the dirt, and that'll be a run as Calvin Scott will trot home to score. 7-2 Generals. Diamond Hall trotting home from third to touch the plate. So that'll be a run scored for him. As that one got by the catcher Wyatt Cross, and everybody advanced. So runners at second and third, 1 out. Two-0 pitch comes in and misses low and inside. 3 balls and no strikes. That one low and inside as well. Almost looked like an identical pitch. As Cody Doyle will trot down to first.
Bases loaded again here. The Generals able to get 2 runs. They come across here in the bottom of the 4th. Does look like the High Toms have someone warming up in the bullpen. It looks like it's probably going to be Mike Warren, the right-handed pitcher out of Bloomsburg. Just a sophomore. We'll see how long McCreary stays in, if he can finish this inning or not. But bases loaded for Goodwin, who, as we mentioned before, still looking for his first hit in a Generals uniform, a brand new addition to this Generals team.
As he watches that one miss for a ball, 1-0. As mentioned, Generals only with 1 hit on the afternoon, but now with 2 runs. McCrary has struggled with his control. That one missed well high and outside. Catcher Cross had to come up out of his crouch to stop that one from going to the backstop. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up, and that'll get out of play. Foul. 2-1. Goodwin, as mentioned, out of Division III Hampton-Sydney College. Hampton-Sydney in Farmville, Virginia. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fly ball towards the line in right field. Good running catch. And that'll be a sac fly RBI for Brian Goodwin as Calvin Scott trots home the 90 feet to score. Generals trail 7-3. But a good running catch made out there by Hunter Slater as he was bearing towards the right field line. Made the catch and a strong throw home, but Calvin Scott's good speed able to beat it.
Yeah, first RBI in a Petersburg uniform for Goodwin. He'll take it. A little team baseball there. Puts the Generals back into this one. Down by 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, and runner still on third, especially with Ryan Cox coming up the shortstop. An opportunity for the Generals to continue to chip away at this lead here in the bottom of the 4th.
So runners on the corners and 2 outs. Cox, chopper back up towards the middle. That'll be scored 4-6. That one was flipped to the bag, and that'll be a fielder's choice. But not before the Petersburg Generals can put up 3. We head to the 5th inning. 7-3 in favor of the HP Thomasville High Toms.